What's up, boys and Doa who's transgendered? Welcome to week 6. I'm Peter Nuttall, filling in for the artist formerly known as Marky. Gerbs is a Nazi, Doa loves handjobs, and Zuby, you're still bald. Let's get started. If anybody owes Pierre Garçon a blowy in the back of an alley this week, it's Michael Doa, as the League of Friendship, despite all odds, came from 19 down to beat Masson this week, fully taking command of their division. Tough loss for Masson, but he has to bounce back and focus on his next matchup, as he faces none other than Peter Fracassi in a match I'm calling the Battle for the Bathroom. And if my predictions couldn't get any worse, Petey took his second loss in a row as the Hard Rock Cafe picked up their first win of the season. Petey's quarterback situation continues to be a problem as he once again started the wrong QB, not to mention half of his team was carted off in a stretcher in the first half. Nonetheless, congrats Broccoli for beating a team that in the end really beat itself. Things really don't get any better for the Duran Street crew here, as the commish asserted its dominance right into Willis's Chocolate Starfish this week, to go to 5-0. Things aren't looking too great for Bill, and if it couldn't get any worse, Monte Paul went down with a case of Ebola this week. Hopefully Will's depth at the RB position can get him back onto that winner's train, and not into the Sacco. Speaking of people who are on the winner's train, Ginger, you won your second game in a row. It's almost like you know what you're doing. Ginger beat Grants by just under 30 points this week to throw himself right back into the division. Drew looks to figure out why he's the one being passed around in the showers like a used-up prison bitch, as he tries to pick his struggling team up, just like he tries to pick up the soap. Oh, and Drew, just because Yanni doesn't know how to say it, doesn't mean you can't say no to Zuby when he comes a knocking. I personally have been left lying in a fetal position in the shower multiple times because of Zuby, and no one has offered an extended get-out-of-jail-free card to me. You're one lucky son of a bitch. But this better not happen again. As Spider-Man says, everybody gets one. Move over, Calvin Johnson. There's a new star in the motherfucking house. New England's kicker. A surprising poor performance by Patance Knowles. Lance Gerbs' second win of the season this week. I still think Gerbs' team is boned once the bye weeks come around, and I really think he should give me Dwayne Allen. Also, Fahad. If Peyton's just going to sit on your bench for the rest of the season, I know one wide-eyed motherfucker who would love his services. And finally, I personally would like to thank Karma for my victory this past week, as it looks like all those years of Zuby raping me are starting to come back and plow him in the anus. Zuby only needed 12 points from Percy Harvin to beat me going into Monday, and Harvin got more touchdowns called back than he did fantasy points, giving me my second win of the season. Zuby also had his highly controversial trade vetoed this week that would have given him Arian Foster. And to top it all off, it looks like he's finally given up on Adrian Peterson. I would say I feel bad for you, Zoobs, but I really don't. I do, however, feel for you in your struggling case of male pattern baldness. I really do hope you work that out. Alright, boys, that's about it. That's the league recap. And to wrap it up, don't forget to read my game of the week and Madison's power rankings. I'm Peter Nuttall. I'll see you crouch muffins in week 6.